we're live. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games, producing a variety of content inspired by fantastical adventures. Uh, by now, I guess, well, for those just tuning in, I'm Mikey. I'm a freelance filmmaker, a game master for tabletop role-playing games, and a variety streamer on Twitch. Today, we'll be returning to Wildermyth, a procedurally generated tactical RPG inspired by the best tabletop RPG experiences. We've been growing our party, called Hunet's Knife, and we've been getting to know our player characters for this adventure. So welcome, everyone. Good to see you in this stream, Mr. King Dice. That is such an adorable looking octopus. Just checking in with everyone. How's everyone doing today? It's a lovely Tuesday. Really appreciate everyone tuning in right now. Let's get right to it, shall we? I have black coffee. Yes. Can never go. What happened to my fraps? No. I would love a frap, but I am trying to watch what I eat and watch what I drink. I'd love a frap. But this one keeps me awake. This stream is totally not sponsored by the brand of this coffee. And we are also blessed today, not only by Derptopus, but Passion, who is sitting once more in the supervisor's chair. Yes, indeed. It really depends. Sometimes she's just missing on stream. Sometimes you just find her there. I think Maya knows that the stream's going on, so... Hello, Korgol. Fellow horn dog who has been there from the beginning. Now, if some of you might think we're degenerates, maybe we are, but... as I'll show you later, the adventure started in the village of Horn Hog. But come on. Let me show you this. You see that? I mean, I wasn't the only one. Everyone on chat that first day thought that this was Horn Dog, and so it shall be from this day on. So, let's get right to it. And let's introduce you to our cast. It's been an interesting experience so far in Wildermyth. I get a lot of tabletop feels, which is great. Feels like I'm playing a tabletop role-playing game. And it scratches that itch. So if you notice here, that we have this map going on, it all began here in the town of Hornhog, where monsters invaded, and our humble heroes decided to answer the call to adventure and defend their home. 22 years have passed since the formation of Hunet's Knife and the defeat of the first Gorgon. When the final blow was struck by Lunari Flag with this legendary frying pan, the land experienced 11 years of peace until the monsters started rising up once more. Thanks to a tip from a helpful adventurer, they were able to find out that something called the Sea Spear may have been the cause of the Gorgon's invasion. But after retrieving the Sea Spear, and after experiencing another 11 years of relative peace, the rains have now come, and they have not subsided. And the world is flooding. The people of the deep dare adventure into the surface to reach our heroes, to let them know of what came to pass when the goddess Mo'atona was petrified by the Gorgons. She, who was meant to maintain balance in this land, now slumbers in a stony prison. But thanks to the help of the people of the deep, we now have a magical elixir called root beer. I'm not joking. And with this root beer, we shall save the goddess Mo'atona and prevent the world from flooding. Now, 22 years is certainly a lot of time. Some interesting events that happened since then. The childhood friends Kolaru, Lunari, and Firel are still together, though irrevocably changed by their experiences. And welcome back, Tabletop Cinema fan. Bloody Mary, Root Beer A&W. I love root beer. I'm not joking. When they mentioned that root beer was going to save the world, I just nodded my head and said, "Yes, this is the adventure. This is what the GM has established." So as I was saying, 20 time skips are freaky. I go yay for 5 minutes, everyone's suddenly many years ahead. Yeah, exactly what happened. It's like, oh, we just killed the first Gorgon. What? 11 years have passed? We didn't even get to know these characters that well. So it's a generational game, and they don't have grandkids yet, Bloody Mary. But the childhood friends Kolaru and Lunari finally acknowledged their feelings for each other, got married, and had a child named Zenantha. And she has been a stalwart hero in her own right. And we actually didn't get to see who she really was. So let's take the opportunity to introduce you to her. So Wildermyth is actually procedurally generated. So I'm not sure how much of the procedure is procedurally generated, but I'm usually wary of such games because how can you really tell a personal story or something that feels handcrafted if you can find out, the templates, the random tables and everything? And I just realized in tabletop RPGs, we use a lot of random tables. And still, we're able to get those seeds of inspiration and turn it into something on our own. So that's what I'm experiencing so far in Wildermyth, which is why it's been a fascinating experience so far. All of these things all of these are randomly rolled, by the way. I made it a point for this carved in stone run, which, by the way, means that every decision we make is final. That is a carved in stone run. There's no turning back time here, no rolling back the dice. So we've rolled everything randomly, and it's been quite interesting seeing all of these people come together. And though times has skipped awfully quickly, I still kind of feel attached to these characters, and they're getting old now. They started their adventuring years in their late teens, but now you see Kolaru, Pharrell, and Lunari, their hair is graying. Their daughter is already 19 years old. So let's see what happens in this journey, and we've only just begun. It's only chapter 3. Do I have a favorite character? I'm gonna say, well, it's like choosing between your it's like asking who your favorite child is, right? Corgo. I can't say it in front of this cast. But I will say I'm partial to Pharrell. You didn't hear that. Only on stream. That's not going into the edit. Speaking of edits, today the first VOD of 12 minutes I edited it down into a viewable chunk. And it's on your YouTube channel right now. And I'll be putting up the Ghost of Tsushima playthrough, the part 1 of it. I just gotta say, editing is a lot. A lot of work. Give reasons? Why should I give reasons? No, okay. Typically, Pharrell falls under the player characters I usually like to play. Now, I know Lunari Flag here, for those who are familiar with me, I do love playing the roguish swashbuckler type. But nowadays, I've been gravitating more towards the scholarly, knightly kind of archetype, right? So that's like Daisy Barnes, for those who have been with us on the stream last Thursday for it. So Pharrell is our hot-headed intellectual, and I find her quite fascinating now because 22 years ago, she was actually afflicted by this Gorgon disease. It is a mishap. The Gorgon was able to capture her for a few seconds, and I'm actually interested to see how she's going to be changed. But from a hot-headed intellectual who'd always kick down the door and get in the fight, Pharrell has actually grown a bit more distant and less sociable, and her friends have worried about her, and she's seen things. Basically, the Gorgon allowed her to see the grand scope of things, that this wasn't the only Gorgon, that there was a cataclysmic event that is about to happen, and that kind of does a number on one's mind, right? In terms of Call of Cthulhu, you roll for sanity and you horribly fail. Something is not meant to be known. Edgy is the word. Pharrell is not edgy, I would say. But um actually Small World J had a whole episode actually on his channel about Edge. Because Paulo Cruz had had a RPG zine out called Astig. And they were discussing about edge culture or what it means to be edgy now. And I was just saying that we all have a bit of edge inside of us. The darkness that we like to. Is it because Pharrell would be your type in real life? People have asked me that. People. It's actually not something I really had to think about. Because these people are characters that I actually play. And I had a lot to think about. Like, when we create our player characters, do we definitely put a bit of ourselves, whether consciously or subconsciously. But do we it's kind of weird, right? Because then it becomes this kind of wish fulfillment of you taking control of this person who you would have a thing for. If you put it that way, if you explain it really badly, it sounds pretty creepy. I would say then that it does actually mean that this person would be my type in real life. But when you break it down, these are qualities that I'd love to see in people that I find interesting and that I find not necessarily romantically, but these character attributes that I find compelling in terms of its context and a narrative. And I like that because I like prodding at the world. I like bringing out new information. Because as fun as it can be, kicking down doors and wooing the land, there's also something to be said for being that player to pick up that relic and have insight about it. That's true. We project this as well, and it's just how we're wired. So yes, definitely, Korgol. It's nothing to be ashamed about. And we do this with our characters, and in a way, tabletop RPGs is one big wish fulfillment. But of course, there are the dangers of overstepping it, because there is some level of method acting that goes into this and characterization, hence the bleed effect and everything, right? We've all experienced that. Yep, pretty much. Whew. So yeah, that was a long ramble on my part. But to answer your question shortly, now while Pharrell is someone I would play, Kolaru is actually someone I'm really interested in finding out more. Not by playing him, but by interacting with him. Because Kolaru. But can we not ramble? I also had to try and think of something, a witty line, but it just kind of left my mind. Sorry. Kolaru, as I was saying, he's someone I'm very interested in knowing, but not playing, but getting to know by interacting with as a fellow player character. Because out of all of these people, he's actually the one for me with the most interesting background, where he was actually reared as a prince. He was a prince in a court of woodland beasts, something we have not explored here. We've only seen a glimpse of them. We've only seen a few woodland spirits, but we don't know their role in things yet. That's why I'm expecting this adventure that we're currently on now, where we have to cure the goddess Mo'atona. I'm actually wondering if Kolaru's backstory will come into play here. But if you see here, in the procedural generation of things, very much like a BioWare RPG, characters are given certain hooks, and Divinity, the Divinity series, Mass Effect, and other CRPGs, it's a hidden attribute here where you have these hooks which trigger parts in the story which enable certain conversations and interactions. So this, for me, Kolaru is very interesting because he has a shame, right? He was actually one of the survivors guild, I believe, after the bandits raided his village after escaping the wilderness. So there's that past over there. But he is well read, and I'm not sure what the wild heart means yet. But again, Kolaru I find is quite fascinating because he has this past with woodland beasts, a whole side of the world we haven't seen yet. But he has suffered a lot. But thankfully, his lover and now partner, Lunari Flag, has been with him through a lot of things, mustering his courage and finding that heroic resolve. But if you see now, after 22 years, he's slowly becoming Crystal. Why did this happen, chat? Because he touched something in a dungeon he shouldn't have. He saw a shiny stone in an ancient statue, and he decided, well, I decided, let's see what this is. And he touched it, became afflicted with this crystal eye. According to Lunari, there was no pain, but every 11 years, I've had to choose which part of his body becomes crystal. So now we have this tragic moment of, not moment, we have this tragic arc of, you know, what's going to happen to Lunari. And his husband knows this. His husband doesn't know if Lunari's going to be himself once he turns fully crystal. But they were able to have a lovely daughter, Zenantha. But I'm not expecting a happy ending with Lunari. Let's see the recent additions, shall we? Soon the cast is going to grow. Then we're going to have children and grandchildren and new recruits. But the time of the original heroes is almost up. They're already nearing their middle ages. And soon, they may not have any adventure left in them. Am I ready to be a grandma? I could ask my player characters. I think they are. I'll never forget Lunari's moment of... Where's Lunari? I'll never forget that moment where randomly he just felt very pensive and reflective. With frying pan in hand, he started musing about peaceful days when you could just settle down, farm, raise a family. And that was until he answered the call to adventure. And now he believes he'll never have that life. He enjoyed it for a good 11 years with Kolaru. They raised a wonderful daughter together. But his body is changing. And I think at this rate, Lunari will never find rest. Will he? That's what we're here to find out. Let's see the newcomers here, shall we? I also forgot to mention Ulelen Griphawk, who I would totally love to be in a party with. She's actually the most mysterious one. Sure, we had a princeling who was raised in a court of woodland beasts. But this person, Ulelen Griphawk, there's so many rumors swirling around her. But by all accounts, she was part of a murderous gang of outlaws. We're not exactly sure how she was involved in that. But we've roleplayed her in such a way that she has been warped by this experience. See, it says here that she was born among folks who celebrated sameness. And that's kind of pushed her into the esoteric and the weird. Right? So after this experience and leaving home at a young age, she had, as it says here, uncomfortable insights. Hey, Lichcasts, feel free to lurk away. Welcome and thanks for lurking. So here, she's curious, weird, and creative. So we've kind of just roleplayed her as her outer voice is someone who's just, I guess, vapid and uninterested and just so done with the world, right? But her inner voice is just a tumultuous rage of confusion and desperation, just trying to find a way to make sense of it all. So Ulelen's been quite interesting for me. This is a newcomer, and this is the first time we'll be reading his. I know I already read his bio before, but Quidbard he came in 11 years ago. He was a fan of Unit's knife, actually. So in a way, this is our first fan recruit. He heard of Unit's knife and he really wanted to join them because he was told that he had the blood of heroes. Least favorite. It's not really least favorite. It's more that the one I don't know the most, the one I don't know much of is Quidbard right now. I still have to play him a bit more and get a sense of him. Right now, he's still a bit more of a blank slate for me. I just know that he has that trope of coming from a line of heroes, or so he believes. He was raised to believe that he has the blood of greatness. So it's that story of trying to, it's not your circumstances of birth. It's what you do with your life and your actions, right? So that's Quidbard's current arc and trajectory. He hasn't done much because, as I noticed, this cast is growing quite big, and if you see, the map is growing even larger as well, such that we're probably going to have multiple parties going through this land managing these zones, because these zones will be invaded once in a while and it'll be about managing it. So this is the macro aspect of the game. You can see it's pretty huge. It only started here, and now we've been slowly pushing out from the middle. So yes, I'm most unfamiliar with Quidbard, but we've role played him in such a way that he still has it in his head that he has something to prove. To whom? We're not sure. It could be to his fellow, he's a fan coming in. He looked up to these heroes who defeated the Gorgon menace, yes? So he's probably trying to impress them, even if the rest of Unit's knife, especially in their elder years, think that might get Quidbard killed. So, like in other stories where there's this wide-eyed dreamer who overreaches. Maybe that's what he's gonna happen to him. I don't know. But Zenantha, the daughter of Lunarian Kolaru, she's our newest addition, and this is her introduction. First time on the stream. Zenantha challenged her older friends to hundreds of games as a girl. She rarely won, but this didn't bother her. It was all a kind of exercise. For some reason, she always had nightmares about a place called Nutharn's Smelter. No memory of ever going there, and she hoped never to find it. She saw the best minds of her generation go up in flames, burn high, burn out. What was left but to take up their work? And now I've seen where the procedural generation comes in. This line here, she saw the best minds of her generation go up in flames, burn high, burn out. That is exactly what is in Kolaru, her father's bio. Now, usually this kind of procedural generation kind of takes me out of my suspension of disbelief because, we spotted the algorithm. But it's up to us how we want to interpret this. And the game actually allows us to edit the text and actually customize these characters. And you see here, the relationship grows, and over time, your decisions matter. But yes, she's been raised by Lunarian Kolaru to be a fearless and peerless warrior. But it seems that she's plagued by this nightmare of the smelter. I believe we've seen the smelter somewhere before. Nutharn Smelter. What happened here? What happened in Nutharn Smelter? Zenantha's never been there. So that's something intriguing for me. Is something buried under Nutharn Smelter? A secret left to be found? If memory serves me right, I believe it's around this area as well, where her father, Lunari, was afflicted by the crystal disease. In fact, we're not even sure if it's a disease yet. We know it's overtaking his body, but Lunari feels no pain, and it has actually given him powers. But what lies in the depths of Nutharn Smelter? Zenantha only knows through her nightmares. But getting everyone up to speed, that's been more about our cast so far. I mentioned Quidbard, right? Quidbard is out exploring the rest of the map. He's doing his patrols, making sure that the Gorgons aren't sneaking up on us. So he'll be scouting the rest of the map while the main party will confront Ulstrix. Now, we've heard about Ulstrix a lot. The first Gorgon was not the last. It seems that they were being led by someone named Ulstrix. And he was the one responsible for petrifying the goddess Moatona and sending the world into imbalance. So it is the year 28 since our journey has begun. Fall, day 20. Our heroes travel to secure Shady Brun Cave on their journey to confront Ulstrix, the leader of the Gorgons, and rescue Moatona. Shady Brun Cave by Douglas Austin. Time to get in the heads of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player characters, chat. But I enjoy this. I really enjoy this. Just in the moment, playing 6 characters. Our studies must be comprehensive and meticulous. I'm up to it, if no one else is. So we can actually secure Shady Brun Cave to provide us resources at the end of the chapter. 22 years ago, ever the pragmatic, Pharrell actually usually did this option. She always burned what's not useful to get its ship shape. Now, I'm a hoarder in real life, so I admire how pragmatic she can be about, keeping only what you can use or need. But Zenantha, I believe, having been tutored by her father Kolaru. By the way, Kolaru, the father of Zenantha, and Pharrell used to be childhood rivals. They were actually both scholars in their own fields, but they shared a moment where they discovered the Library of Light, something that was only said to exist in legends. But was it real? But these two, friends turned rivals, turned best friends, turned comrades in arms, they experienced this moment together, and I think that helped resolve a lot of their issues that they had with each other. So this Library of Light moment, it forever changed them. And what's kind of not sad, but I guess bittersweet about it is that they'll never see the Library of Light again. So that memory's forever in their hearts, but it pushed them, actually. It pushed Kolaru to write his own story instead of living a fantasy in books. So now, speaking with her best friend's daughter, I think Zenantha took that part of her father, and she believes that everything has value, and she would actually be more wary and catalog everything. So this will take some time. And if you notice here, however, a tile will flood in 7 days. We don't have that time. But let's see what happens when the tile floods, shall we, chat? Perhaps we'll find something shitty brand that'll help us against the Gorgons. No. Instead, we've got more calamity cards. Thanks, GM. So legacy points here for now. I know they can be used to cancel these cards because these creatures will be encountering them on the field if we let this happen. So far, we've been able to hold our own. I believe our heroes are strong enough to handle them, and we should be able to use our legacy points for other uses, which I'll have to find out. I'll have to look up what else I can use legacy points for. But I think we have enough to cancel all of these. Because the tile has flooded. Which tile is that? Oh no. You see here? It's about managing these. It's not about managing the enemy presence, kind of like in a board game. So now we have a lurking Thrixel here, and they may move into other territories. This tile has been flooded. Lizard Glade. and it's too far for us to reach. So now we're separated from the town of Artonwick. And Quidbard is the only one who can see, so he's gonna keep tabs on it for us. Doesn't look good. So I've resolved to get to Ulstrix as fast as possible before more tiles flood. Research Site by Douglas Austin. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Shadybrun Cave has proven rewarding. Study the world and you'll never finish discovering wonders. Shadybrun Cave will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. We do need spell threads here, chat. Spell threads to use to craft more equipment for our party. The Earth Shelf Scarf. Passive block. This was Zenantha's idea, so I think she should take it. Scarf looks good on her as well. So we have to confront him at Mirror Altar. It's over here. We shall head there then. But we're able to secure it and fulfill that objective from last episode. So now we're free to confront Ulstrix. We've secured the land enough, and now we'll be able to reach this Madish's middle bluff. Let's gather the party. No, patrol it first and secure the land. Hopefully Quidbard will join us on the way. Clear Oaks Woods has been revealed. So Quidbard sends a raven our way, letting us know about the status. Lizard Glade is not doing well. It has been flooded, and we're not sure what happened to the people there. But Quidbard will continue his scouting mission. Perhaps this is going to be a more expedient route compared to building a bridge. So we have to manage our time here, especially since another tile will flood in 100 days. Ambushed. Quidbard abbreviates his circuit of the near creek and warped old trees. The moss-girdled trunks begin quivering. Thuds become audible. Wild, pounding feet, moving fast. Gorgons. And he's on his own. Crap. On his own, would he try to seize glory? Or has he grown out? Or has he grown in 11 years? The thoughts running through his mind. If I'm swift, I can rush to the line. Got to be patient to escape effectively. I'll set fires. Chaos can be an ally. Wonder how many I can kill as I go. I don't think he's learned much in 11 years. I think the deeds of Hunet's knife have only pushed him to be even more, to even seek even greater glory. Wonder how many I can kill as I go. Eluding his pursuer should be possible if he can get to better known trees, familiar footpaths, but for now, the grisly game begins. I'm gonna do this on my own. This is going to be the end of Quidbard, chat. Okay. Facing a bogmoor, a razor, and a raccoon. Retreating and escaping. It's okay to fall back. Retreating may sometimes be the best option when overwhelmed. For some battles, escaping is even listed as a possible objective. Once you move all your heroes into the escape zone, the battle will end. I see, okay. Defeat all or escape. So, Quidbard, he was ambushed. He'll try to kill as many as he can on the way out. Will he survive this gauntlet? So far, so good. Still in cover, which is good. The Rager, however. Oh, he dragged him closer, but is he pinned? Ha! I meant to do that. Have at thee then, Bogmore. His armor's not gonna last, but he can take down this Bogmore with him. Let's get as close as we can and finish him off. Is that all you got? Come on, you bloody rager. That shredded his armor right quick. Get back here, you jam raccoon. Oh, you tricky bugger. Oh, you've won this day. Barely survived that. With shame in his heart, this would-be hero, upon being at the brink of death, has decided for self-preservation. Was that truly what a hero would have done? And so he thinks to himself, well, can't be much help to anyone if I'm dead, right? Your enemies have improved their strategies. It's not good. And the enemy deck grows. Be defeated in battle. That is our first loss, I guess. But, thankfully, Quidbard was able to flee into the safety of Artonwick. Perhaps he'll be able to recruit someone to join us. But Quidbard, his head hanging low after that defeat. This is not what he thought he would be. Now, in true RPG fashion, I'll be randomly rolling. So 3 on a 4-sided die. Rolling that. 1, 2, 3. Aloof Peacemaker, Hudson. Hudson, whatever you want, it's on me tonight. What's the occasion? It's been a year now, to the day. That I was finally able to get up and walk home. I owe this leg, and practically this whole year of my life, to you. A few mugs of the good stuff is the least I can offer. Oh, that was a year ago already. Hudson, I want you to know that whatever you did to my arm, it's held up beautifully so far. Oh, Hudson is a healer? So, fill me in. What's the story here? Kogan's with the story. I guess they were just after the lumber that time. Not the whole town. But there was still quite a few injuries. Which got taken care of, almost all thanks to Hudson. Sure, but just mitigating the damage isn't sustainable. This will keep happening. I may be able to do the most good by helping to Eliminate the problem at its source. Come with us, then. There's a lot of eliminating to be done, if you're willing to fight. Smiles all around. I'd say Hudson seemed more like a mystic. He probably was the village healer and conjured a lot of poultices for people. He could also be a hunter. We already have one hunter. We could use another one. But our mystics are also getting in their years. Let's go for a mystic, and let's see if he has interesting spells that come with him. With that recruitment done, Quidbard will help prepare the recruit. 70 days to prepare them. Training begins. While Lunari and the rest of units knife incursions. Gorgons in great number moves to attack your lands, driving peaceful folk before them, leveling homes in hallowed places. So this happened last episode, and this is bad. This incursion will just rampage through our lands and destroy everything if we don't stop them. But their numbers will wear down, but we can't allow villages to be destroyed in their wake. And they're on the other side of the map. This isn't good. Shit. Perhaps Quidbard High will be able to stave off the invasion. But they're too strong. And he's still preparing the new recruit. We're kind of caught here. RNG not doing good right now. Damn it. I'll have to leave it for now. Nice. Clear of infestation. This will take time to build. This could mean to a lot of folks. They'll probably want to help. Be done before any of us can blink. Let's get started. 67 days to build it. We have to we're too close to our destination right now to turn back and stop the incursion. Nice. As a mystic, Hudson has acquired the knack for interfusing. So I guess all mystics have this interfusing ability. But let's try to give him a different... Definitely here. Naturalist. He did help heal his town. So I think a naturalist is something that comes naturally to him. So this allows us to meld with trees and unlocks a Vine Wrench. Indignance is already given to Pharrell, so I don't want to double up on that. Indignance was really fun because Pharrell just would walk into the vicinity of the enemies and they just take damage because she just glared them to death. She's a glare mage, as in FF14. So we don't have a naturalist yet. That will be Hudson. No choice. There are no other recruits to join us. Will this be the final stand of Quidbard High? Quidbard High sounds like a high school. They must defend their town. FF14's great. Then they've destroyed Hogstand. Okay, this is getting quite close. Passageways open. Pharrell turns to the rest of the party and nods to them. They're all silent as they cross the stone bridge to confront Ulstrix. Will they be able to defeat Ulstrix and save the goddess Mootona? Or will this be the last adventure of Hunet's knife? At the same time, Quidbard, after his recent defeat, deigns to ask for help. He's humbled by the endeavor and now moves to defend the town of Hornhog. Defend the town of Hornhog. I'm actually Rogadin now, Korgol. I have accepted it. I've never denied it. Calamities! This is new. And from what I understand from my RPG days, yellow means stronger. As well as this color, right? So a Morthagi and a Deepest. I thought the Deepests were on our side. Damn it. We have a true Gorgon. We don't have legacy points anymore. We just used it to recruit. So we're gonna have to deal with this. Can they arrive in time? This is quite exciting. Quidbard to Hudson. Alright, Hudson, moment of truth. We're gonna stop them at Zua Windmill. They won't take one step closer to Hornhog. We must defend our village. Are you up for this? This will prevent other people from coming to harm. Yes. I'm ready. And on the other side of the land, our heroes will now assault the Mirror Door Altar. Is this him, though? Or is this here? Assault Mirror Door Altar. This is it, chat. The final fight of this chapter. Already. Let's do this. Gorgon Slayers by Douglas Austin. A hillside cave serves as their final campsite. Do they really have to throw the word final into this? Fear rattles in my heart, yes. But tonight, tomorrow, fear is a friend. It'll keep us breathing. We're Gorgon Slayers. We don't die. They do. Be sure of your gear. This is the last sleep. I love that this is coming from Lunari. 22 years ago, Lunari was a coward. But now look at him and how far he's grown. We'll be prepared. Good resources. A lot. Final preparations. This is the point of no return. Let's see, who needs to gear up? Can we give Zenantha a weapon? Yes, we can. It took a while to load. But she's an axe user. We can give her a stronger axe. Golden Woe's Tusk. Olelan's fine with her magic. In terms of armor, Firel hasn't even upgraded her armor. She's wearing her first set of gear from 22 years ago. I think we need to upgrade her. Give her a new gown, maybe. This will increase her spell damage and armor. Randomize the color. That's a nice color. I like that. Form and function. Where do you have Fear Crusher? He needs a better bow. But we used up our hides. It's alright. Kolaru strikes from the shadows. His shots count. We still have enough, however, to give a huge axe to Zenantha, which I will do. Wrath Toll. Let's check some other names. The Great Glare. Stormwail of Zenantha. True Oath. The Grave Edge was pretty interesting. You could interpret it in different ways. Alright, axe in hand. What else can we upgrade here? Nets for everyone. This is the Petriglass Sea Spear we got from last adventure. She's been wielding it so far, but maybe that'll be key in defeating Ulstrix. I think that's all we can do for preparations right now. These ones will have to carry on into the future, if we survive. The Age of Ulstrix by Douglas Austin. The Valley of the God Beast, Mo Atona. We knew we were set up for an unwinnable fight. Who's speaking? I guess Pharrell usually speaks. Even in the relentless rain. It was a beautiful place to die. Pharrell, you do numbers. What's our odds of pulling this out? The odds of our even being here are beyond figuring. Today, history hinges on the deeds of a few ordinary folks who took a tortured road and wound up in the way of destiny. We've already won. I assume if they stoned this god beast once, they could do it again? At least if we do win, we'll be worshipped, won't we? Celebrated. A clear path climbs the hill ahead of them. To whatever waits. The foes we will be facing this day. A true Gorgon? Can't be any different. Approach Mootona. We're here to restore God. Alright, everyone. Remember, the main objective is to reach Mootona. First, we have to find her. Let's clear the way. Llewellyn, you ready? I'll handle them. Interfusing with a stone to send out some discs. Llewellyn takes out the raccoon in one blow. Zenantha takes point and rushes the enemy. There's the rest of them. Her father, Lunari, will ever be at her side. Clara will disappear into the shadows, ready to shoot. Pharrell will make sure this bog doesn't get away. But for now, she needs to move a bit closer. That is a lot of movement. Okay, they sprinted to us. Shredding the armor's not good. Take the shot, Kolaru. Well done. Interfuse with... Let's pin the guys down. Make sure it doesn't reach us. And he'll slam the guys. Lunari with his legendary mace takes another one down. And with and he pirouettes around and in one smooth motion eliminates the Bogmore. Action economy. All that's left is his row. It's yours, Zenantha. Zenantha lets out a howl, a battle cry, emboldening her comrades. Who else is there? Alarm. That's not good. There's a Gorgon. Not the true Gorgon, though. Father and daughter put up a shield wall. Whoever comes near will face her wrath. Let's interfuse with an object here and pin down the Rager. No. Aladdin will try to deal as much damage as possible. Well struck. Lunari coming in for the kill? No. He doesn't have enough movement. So together, he'll guard the area. Firay still has some actions left. She can interfuse with the sapling. I'll make sure none of them get close to us. She'll get ready with a wild grasp when she can. But she can interfuse with another object. Maybe the stone will help. Not yet in range. Clara once more will enter stealth. Waiting for the perfect shot. There it is. I got it. Pharrell. I keep saying Foray. Is it Pharrell or Foray? Kind of like Murray. Anyway. Clara was a shot, piercing the armor. Ulelan will shatter this rock. Well-placed trap for the Gorgon. Lunari. There shall not be a final days. As he lands a mighty slam against the Gorgon. So far, so good. Zenatha, check up what's up ahead. Yes, father. Does anyone see Moatona? There she is. We're almost there. Kolaru come up right beside his daughter. Move up, everyone. The way is clear, but I don't like the looks of this. It's too easy. Well, just in case, I'll stay in the shadows. Make sure nothing sneaks up on us. And I shall keep an eye here. Lunari defending Foray's flank. Zanantha will inspect. Lunari, now's the time. Look at this thing. Were you really around all this time? Climbing up its neck. Climbing up its slick neck. Lunari unseals Velda's earthenware bottle. Just going to pour it on the thing? I don't see a pour hole. He douses the petrified head of the god beast Moatona in the spicy, sweet-smelling elixir. It's not working, is it? Ah, well. We're out of time. Ulstrix. He's here. I studied and loved the stories of old. The myths that made us. Never realized I was in one. Until the end. But Ulstrix knew. This tale was of his telling. When the first land was raised from the folds of the sea, two worlds were born out of one. To Ulstrix, a mighty and arrogant Gorgon hero, this was creation's mistake, and he dreamed he'd mend it. Very little has ever been known of the things that scrum and scoil beneath the tides. We know the Gorgons are old. 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 So maybe they aren't easily moved. My vanity hopes we threw him some surprises. But it's possible we were his fools from the very beginning. We unpuzzled the stone and chased that spear of petriglass. We struck a blow, I think, in taking it. But our grubbing plunder of a Gorgon heirloom gave him a story to tell. Our species cast as scrabbling villains. Incited, his Gorgon brethren together rose behind him to imputer this gentle god. And the ocean rose while the rain fell, and the ice of the world turned to melt. For a while, I'm sure, he believed his dream would replace reality. The rain stops. Lurking, I believe that means, Korgol, they're not here, but they're in the background. So they're not active, but they're still in the chat room. So, yeah, feel free to lurk. I do appreciate it. I think it does still count with the viewers. But holy crap. Ulstrix planted that spear for us to take. He used Firel. Gave her a vision that the spear would stop him. Well played. But it won't. Ooh, Ulstrix. This mighty lord of Gorgons, this mighty lord of Gorgons, scarred and strong, hurls his underlings before him and raises himself high, prepared to fight. That's a lot of enemies. The root beer didn't work. Did the deepest betray us? No, it probably just takes some time to take effect. Well, there's not enough time right now. They're coming down on us. Steel yourselves. Let's form wall here. Foray, get ready. Soften them up with a discus. Infernal rain. She's an elementalist now. Boiling floods pour down to peel away armor and devour the enemy's flesh. This looks good. Let's take it. Get rid of the armor on the Gorgon. Critical hit. And she gets to use another Infernal Rain. Do it in the Geist this time. He dodged rain. Who's this? Kolaru. Taking the shot. She blocked it. Don't worry. I'll make up for that, Kolaru. Let's make sure the Geist doesn't approach us, shall we? Whoa. Big mistake, Gogan. Ulstrix is here. We can't have them all. Thin the ranks. Battle dance. Come on, activate. Took out the Geist. Good ricochet. Swift action to interfuse. And she gets another Splinter Blast. Claro, get into position. Aladdin will need to find something too. Alright, we can actually pin Ulstrix. He looks formidable. We need to take out his underlings first. They won't stop coming. We have to kill them. We have to defeat Ulstrix. He literally threw the thing. No, we need to rush him. Not good. Alright, let's take care of these first and get out of the corrupted land. He can still move. Let's Zealous Leap. and do another slam. Hey, welcome to the stream, Ragnadriel. Yeah, this game, it's growing on me. It really is. I love tabletop RPGs. This is like I'm playing one. And the procedural generation has that feel of, that it's a pleasant surprise. You don't know what to expect at the roll of a die. Right now, I'm confronting Ulstrix, the leader behind this invasion. But his numbers grow, so we're gonna have to rush him. No, not Pharrell. Indignant works, though. If you're still here, Korgol, that is indignant at work. Her very presence deals 1 damage to hostile creatures, so enter her adjacency. Good shot, Kolaru. Yeah, so Ragnaril, this is my first playthrough. And I randomly rolled for everything. So I didn't customize any of the heroes. And it's been 22 years since the defeat of the first Gorgon. Let's pin down Ulstrix. Bring him to us. Of course he blocks it. Ouch! Zanantha calls out for her father. My love, your wounds. I'll tend to them. Damn it. No, we can't. We need to hold the Rager down. We can't have that thing. Damn it. Alright, Ulstrix. Is it all you got? Father, you're hurt. Zanantha will guard. This is bad. Bad position. Alright, let's do this. Pile it on Ulstrix. Damn it. It's barely gonna do any damage. Can we blind him? No, I only have 1 action left. Not good. It's okay, 1 armor down. That should give us more damage next round. They keep coming. Kalara needs to get out of there. Good job. Oh. We need to pile it on. We need to focus on Ulstrix. Kalara, get out of there. You will not take our lands. We'll bring you down just like the rest of your brethren. Come on, Splinter Blast. Zanantha, together! And Ultrix is down. Unit's knife has survived. Zanantha and her wolf pack. Whew. I would say Zanantha, heroism indeed. She always stood at the forefront of things, and I believe her father, Lunari, who was called a coward in his younger years, is a true hero now, and she will take up the mantle. She dealt the final blow. The mighty Ulstrix finally crumpled before us. His reeking corpse twitched still. It was over. Some would say we saved the world. And we did save the ember of it. We cupped this red coal of life, held it away from the water, carried it into the next morning. Through wreckage, loss, destruction. It would take time for the water to go down, the memories to lose their bite, to rebuild, to heal, and maybe to live new lives someday. But our story was just one of many. Hey, they're getting along. The corrupted wildlife and... interesting. How is this going to affect the ecosystem? Questions for another day. The end. That's it? What? Or was that just the one campaign? You've won. Alright, number of towns. 3 towns, save tiles. No undos, carved in stone playthrough. So we've had 124 years of peace. I think they've passed away by now. Unit's knife. What's next? Oh. One day, Quidbart awoke with a lightness in his step. I understand now. It all makes sense. He vanished for 10 years and returned somehow unaged and full of contentment. Zanantha gathered as many of the company's stories as she could and enlisted Hudson to illustrate them. I guess they did have that many tentacles, didn't they? Oh, I love songs like this. Yeah, we did it, Ragnadriel. This is the beginning. This is the first Gorgon we killed. I think that's a sound I made. They were so young. The root beer worked. The deepists, they didn't screw us over. Kolaru tried to take Hudson shopping at the local outfitters. Plus, they give Unit's knife a great discount. But I like the clothes I have. How many days straight have you worn that thing? Hey, I wash it. Finally, an end to the madness. Hey, I'm bored. Want to go hunt something? Oh, Kolaru in his twilight years. Pharrell's dream of her own personal research tower had finally been fulfilled. She kept it well stocked with tomes and scrolls full of formulas. I don't know why I'm tearing up, chat. I think it's a combination of the music and... Ulelen became a fixture in Hornhog. She could be found in the square most days, playing games of chance with a group of other women who called themselves the Sweepers. A first legacy. And so I believe we bid farewell to Kalaru, Pharrell, Lunari Flag, Olelan Griphawk, Quidbard High, Zenantha, and Hudson Noon. Their stories are committed to page and will be carried on into future generations. Yeah, interesting. All right. Promote legacy hero. Oh, shoot. That's what legacy points were for. Damn it. All right, starting small, first steps, first steps. We cannot promote Quidbard High and Hudson. They just arrived. Oh, should have saved their legacy points. That's all right. It's all right. But they are folk heroes now in the town of Horndog. Hornhog. Town of Hornhog. Corn dog. It's corn dog. I love a corn dog right now. Yeah, there was this town called Hornhog, and chat and I just, I swear it looked like horn dog, and so they became heroes from the town of Horn Dog. That's what it is. Corn dogs are not bad though. So we have to choose one now. Who deserves this? Who really does? Zenantha dealt the final blow. Now I know her parents got her to this point, and I love these three to death. We began with Kolaru, Pharrell, and Lunari. These three childhood friends. But I think their daughter, Zenantha, she dealt the final blow, and I believe it makes sense for her to be the local legend. People would rally around Zenantha, a very heroic figure. Let's promote her then. So elemental weapons unlocked in Legacy. Alright. Hey, Ragnadriel, take care. Thanks for dropping by. So elemental weapons unlocked in Legacy. Available to craft in all future games. Complete the Carved in Stone campaign. We did it, chat. We didn't lose anyone along the way except for two heroic farmers who died defending their homes. Let's have a look at that. So this is the Legacy. Huh. I'm gonna miss these guys. You know, these were just randomly rolled, but even if we just been with them for what? Less than 10 hours? I don't know. I might play one of these characters at one of my tables. Accomplishments. Oh boy, that's a lot. So folk hero tier 1. So we have one local legend. So is this just a retelling? Is this how it goes? Is this kind of like a roguelite? After we finish a story, we do another loop and we get stronger and their legacy grows. So we're basically telling a story where these characters grow over time with a number of retellings. I think that's how it goes. There is multiplayer, that is interesting. If we load story, it's year 30, carved in stone, so we have that. Chapter 3. So that is just the Age of Ulstrix. It's a 3-chapter story. We just finished one story, and there's so many more. The Enduring War. That's next. And we have multiplayer here for 5 heroes. You know, just like the Divinity games, I would love to play a CRPG totally co-op, but it requires a lot of time investment and a commitment from a team, right? It's like it's how difficult is it to gather a group of people for a weekly tabletop RPG game. You know, for those who play TRPGs and chat, you know how it is. Shit, in fact, I just remembered I have to confirm for my game tomorrow. If you happen to be here, if a GM happens to be here in chat, I'm gonna be in the game tomorrow. I'll get back to you after the stream, I swear. Wow, okay. That is just one story, chat. And that is a tutorial. That is the introduction. No wonder why this game got so many good reviews. Sure, the combat isn't like the deepest, but it's serviceable. There's enough options to play around with, and I felt smart. To a certain extent, I felt like my decisions mattered in combat. And I really felt what they were pushing for in terms of having defensive bonuses with the PCs stuck together and flanking the enemy. It encourages that kind of gameplay, and it's a very supportive style of gameplay. It's hard to go on your own and charge ahead of everyone else. But I really enjoyed role-playing those characters, and I loved getting into the headspace of the PCs. Like, there was always that temptation to play everything optimally. Like, oh yeah, I know moving here will have this effect, and it's the best option right now because the enemies won't reach me. But we survived the playthrough with me actually role-playing the actions. I thought it made sense for characters to do these things and act a certain way. And it's been a very interesting experience. It's a generational game, and in just a small amount of time, in 3 chapters, I got to know Hunet's knife. But there's so many stories left to tell, and we still have time. So I think we should get started on the next adventure, shall we? The legacy of Hunet's knife will live on. Now, I'm actually curious if I'm going to be bringing them into the next story. If this is something where we bring, for example, we have our roster of player characters for tabletop RPGs, right? And we love playing them in different contexts and different worlds, kind of like alternate universe settings. I don't know. I haven't read much about Wildermyth, so we're just going to go into it. The next story is the Enduring War. A centuries-old war resurfaces, bringing with it questions of humanity, identity, and the price of ambition. A 5-chapter story with Morthagi as the main threat. Oh. This reminded me of something, chat. This game right here. I love it. Band of Blades. It's a military drama TRPG forged in the dark. It is the last campaign I ran, and it was an amazing experience. This Enduring War, this premise reminds me of it, simply the fact that it's, about an ancient war that is rekindled. And I just love stories like this. Just, people caught in these circumstances and forced to choose. And nothing is ever really the right option. Not everything always ends so cleanly. And there's this drama of this war as a backdrop. It brings out the best and the worst of people. So let's see what we'll experience in the Enduring War. Walking lunch. I believe we were an adventure at standard difficulty. Lands are dangerous, won't punish you too harshly. We were on an adventure for our last campaign. But combat is actually brutal. It's actually because we canceled a lot of the calamities. So we actually didn't encounter many. But if we saved our legacy points to build our legacy instead and recruit more heroes, I think we would have actually had some player deaths. But this is a 5-chapter thing. We're learning the adventure, but I will maintain this. Carved in stone. Our decisions are final. There's a map seed over here. I'm not going to mess with that right now. Modding should be interesting. I haven't explored it. I should join the Wildermyth Discord, actually. So, adventure difficulty carved in stone, Morthagi. The second campaign begins now. All right. And here we are again with our starting party. New characters. You can actually have starting calamities I've recommended over there. But before we roll on these characters, I need to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back in a second, everyone. And we're back. Now, I think the true test of the game and its staying power is starting a new campaign and seeing how different it can be with all these different elements coming into play. Now, in true fashion, I'm going to be rolling on chat. Let's say a d6 should work. So we're going to reroll this twice and we're going to be sticking with this party. All right. We have Ulz, Salty, and Dunn. A goofish romantic, a hot-headed peacemaker, and a compassionate goofball. All different traits. This should be interesting. Let's get to know these characters, shall we? Dunn Walden, the compassionate goofball, farmer, age 21. Skilled at forging compromises, Dunn could only credit a childhood among brothers and sisters who had a penchant for teasing and horseplay. Forced to seek dangerous work in order to survive, he grew comfortable among soldiers and skirmishes. He didn't insist on a single goal or idea, just surviving, laughing, enjoying the love he was given. His hooks are loyal, gritty, and physical. Right, perhaps he used to be in the army, or he is in the army. And I think it's very thematic in this campaign we're getting into, which deals with, a forgotten war. Ulf's Northkilt, the goofish romantic, farmer, age 25. Ulf didn't bother feeling sorry for himself, even as a boy. His solitary father was always harsh, the world never easy, but he shrugged off life's miseries, believing a great love story would change his fate if he stayed true to his heart. An old enemy, the moon, watched him out of the night sky. It nested in its sinister light. To prove himself in the eyes of his eventual wife, he began organizing a fabulous collection of dolls. Collects action figures. I love this guy. He's creative, weird, and a flirt. Give it a chance, Corwell. They're gonna grow up. This war is gonna change them. Stouty Belling with 3 L's. Belling. He's a hot-headed peacemaker. Farmer, age 23. What does happiness look like? For Stouty, the answer was always his hometown, where boy life was full of sports and dancing and never growing old. A caravan of bankers recruited him for his talent at mending coin boxes and cart axles. Unfortunately for the bankers, he who puts it together knows also how to pull it apart. His parents came down with a degenerative illness. Angry and insisting that they deserved better, he went in search of the cure. Get vaccinated, everyone. I just had my second shot today. Please do so. It's how we'll get through this. Stouty is nostalgic, slacker, and destiny. Use destiny, the capital D, very sparingly. Alright. This seems like an interesting starting party. These three boys, childhood friends, one of them in the army, one of them a hopeless romantic action figure collector, and Stouty, who searching for a cure, and perhaps with his know-how of how to mend coin boxes and cart axles, who knows? Did he turn to a life of crime? Or is he going to remain true to his ideals? Disturbances by Anne Austen. 1,000 years earlier, Nolil. The initial limbs were a success, and I'm confident the premise is sound. The thought of that sickness taking you first is too much to bear. We can ride this out together. We can endure. Arke, you can't be serious. There were things they told us of. Things without souls that walk in forgotten places, following orders from centuries ago. Don't linger in caves. Don't delve too deep. Could be more Thagi down there. Other legends, like the Lady of Screams, they are intriguing. Beautiful, even. Let's find a voice for these characters again. Now, I know I'm not a professional voice actor, but I like to get into it. So this one is our hopeless romantic, yes? A goofish romantic. He's a flirt, a weirdo, and a... Damn. With other legends, like the Lady of Screams, they were intriguing. Beautiful, even. Something like that. Huh. Nightjo was always a go-to threat growing up. Now that was a monster. And things in the dark can be left unseen. Until suddenly, they can't. Gasp! Run! Crash, thump. Huh. What the? What was that? We'll figure it out later. Crack. Oh, these things are just coming to life. Oh, so those are Morthagi. I see what you mean. Pretty unsettling. Wolves, grab whatever you can swing and come on. Alright, we can start a rivalry, a friendship, or romance. But these three have been through thick and thin. Right there with you, Stouty. No showy stuff, just do the thing. Wait, what are you thinking I was going to do? Let's see if we can get at him from multiple sides. We have a spectic and a sommelier. Gears crick and knuckles crack. Its one grasping claw reaches and strains. Hissing tubes, a gulping pump, it teeters forward on spindly legs, trailing virulent vapors. Kill all enemies in Hidden Dale. Once more, we begin our adventure in a burning village. Where is my... Oh, there's Stouty. Alright, everyone. I can see it. Well, I hope you're a good shot with that bow, Stouty. See what these things are made of. Whoa! That hurt. Seeing his friend in danger, caught by surprise, Stouty is going to attempt... No, he's in cover. He's gonna take a shot at the spectic. I barely made a dent in that thing. Oh, that bloody hurt. Going after this thing. Do you remember the story of Hugh and his knife? The one, Lunari. He killed a lot of people with a frying pan. You think this is gonna do us any favors? Get your head down, Dune. Get your head out of the clouds. Oi, don't leave me back here. There's still that thing chasing us. Yes, well, this bugger is trying to get us from afar. Whoa. I think it's down. Help me over here. Yeah, these three goofballs. So we have Northkilt as the warrior. So broad swipes for cone attack, stalwart. So +3 armor and warding. I know we had Wolf Call with Zenanta, but you know, these three childhood friends, I'd say they were quite close, and together they shall triumph. So he will have the Wolf Call for this run. Stouty's the archer. We already had a rogue. We tried that out. It does suit his character though. Did he become a thief, needing money for that cure? Or... Ooh, Foxflight. I'd say he's quite nimble. The authorities probably tried to capture him. But Flash Cone, we already had that last run. Let's try something new. Once per combat as a swift action. This is like the dodge. This is like the monk key point. Cunning action. No, not cunning action. Key point to dodge. Disables passive. Faster and more nimble. Done as a mystic. We already tried these two. Let's try something new. A myth weaver. So statues, garb, reflecting damage while interfused. I see. Books and textiles. Got it. Fox quartz bracelet. That's gonna go to Ulz. So, first order of business, we break these things down and hack up their parts. Second order, though? We can't very well go back to tending turnips after this. Not when we're apparently so darn good at it. Ugh. Dun's right. Perhaps we were meant for this. We'll hunt them. We'll find them. We'll dig these splinters out of the world. Well, we'll need a company name. Because the adventures of old Stouty and Dunn sound silly, and what if more people join? Totally unworkable. I was thinking... Chasnick's ship. The Council of the Homestead Steering. Your May. No, none of these are cool. Let's see. Again, I said I'd randomly generate everything, right? Last time we didn't have many options. But... Oh, I can't even... My chat is on the fritz. Let's roll here. Let's roll D8. So 8 times. If it's really bad, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Explorers of the Twisted Fury. I'm sorry, I'm gonna veto that. We have a goofish romantic. We have someone who is pining for a lost love. These are the Heartbreakers. This is the one thing I'm going to be naming. Yes. Something about it feels deeply right. Here, follow the tales of the Heartbreakers. Alright, that's added to the deck. So I guess this is the format we'll be following. How different can the story be? So clear all hostile sites and locate Stilivy Forge. That's Stilivy. But Dunn looks around town, remembering the tales of Huneth's knife. They're going to need more heroes. Ah, Tarula. We can pick from Legacy. Oh, interesting. Should we bring Xanantha from the previous party? No. Let's have her come in later, if that's possible. Let's have a snarky poet join us. I like her already. It didn't take long to trek back to Hiddendale, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. Nod. Wait! It's you from the Heroes? Right. Anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. What? Did we miss a few more Thagi? Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Hiddendale so far, but I heard those things you said. That talk of linking our hearts into an unbreakable chain of legend. And it stuck with me. More than I would have thought. Is that how we put it? Possibly. Working a company of heroes can get one a little fired up. You're right, though. The woods are darkened with branching peril, but such a company, a family forged in battle, should not be underestimated. Well, we could use another fight on our side, if you're game. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you offered. After all, when danger drops in, you'd rather have a pair of daggers than 24 butter knives. Far be it from us to turn you down, then. She's a snarky poet. Let's have another hunter. We only had one hunter last round. Last adventure. I guess Tarula's a hunter. Seems the type. In the woods, writing poetry. Ah, let's prepare her. Right, we should probably go around here. Oh, mountains are impassable. So no wonder Hidden Dale is called Hidden Dale. It's probably nestled in the at the base of a mountain, out of sight from travelers. So we have another. Oh, Tarula. Let's choose. Is she the one with the blinding flash cone, or should we give her a thorn fang? We're funded an action point after a melee kill. She did say she was a stabby kind of person, right? So let's have her be a thorn fang. Have her get thorn fang. Let's see who she is, shall we? Of the swap weapons, let's have her skinning knife. Let's see what she does. Who are you? Tarula Singer, the snarky poet, age 25. Tarula was born at sea. The rhythm of the ship rocked her to sleep. She endured a lull filled with uneventful labors before adventure finally called. Fond of sultry and sentimental literature, she dreamed of writing her own someday. She's nostalgic, she has a lot of potential, and she's literary. Indeed, a snarky poet. Year 1, Winter, Day 34. Our heroes venture out of Hidden Dale, nestled under Yonkin's Crag. These golems, as they've come to call them, have run rampant. And so it is up to them to scout the lands and keep them safe. So it's a good thing we have 2 hunters, so this should cut down on our travel time. This is why rangers are useful. Freedown has been revealed. Well, let's secure the land and see what the Heartbreakers are made of, yes? It fits already. We have a hopeless romantic, an old war veteran, a person scarred by war. We have a snarky poet. This makes sense. All the Sweltering Stars by Douglas Austin. Well, our stars climb high tonight. Oh, are those ones ours? Always climbing around, our little stars. It's a good omen. You believe in omens, Tarula? You start to. Spend enough time alone, you start having conversations with existence. Omens, signs, fortunes. There's as much out there as you're always willing to find. There's as much out there as you're willing to find, maybe. Only omen I'm listening to is my growing gut. Shooting star. Ooh. It reminds me, can I still remember the story? Is this her sign, my guardians, my guides? Maybe I do wonder, does she see something I don't? Let's remind ourselves, who is Ulse? He's the goofish romantic. Probably read a lot of books back in his youth. Reminds me if. Can I still remember the story? Ulse tries to remember the tale of the Star Woman, but ends up telling the story of Telestra Starborn instead. It's a good story. Damn. Now I want to know what that shooting star meant. We'll be facing a sommelier and 2 spectics. One of them is orange, though. Oh, a water spirit. Did you see that? Come here, little thing. It's not safe to be out here. You really are one of the water spirits, aren't you? Thank you for being a steward of this land. Enchant the dagger, the bow, or gain a legacy point. Let's enchant her dagger. Stabby stabby. Crowgloom's Bane. Imbued with the quick surging spirit of water. Refunds an action point. Damn, I need this. Well, what was it, Tarula? Anything? Oh, look at all these parts over here. Bones. Let's have a look-see. Nothing yet. Hold up. I see one of them. Get in cover. All right. Whoops. I clicked accidentally. Oi, over here, you bastards. What are you doing? Yeah, that's right. The Heartbreakers are here to... Ow! Whoops. We're gonna flank this thing. Now done. Well, let me get this ready. You nearly hit me. Well, it's dead, isn't it? Pay attention. Moving up. I got this one. Haha. Sneak. Oh no. Tarula, behind you. That dodged it. Damn it. Get behind me. Ah, damn it. Setting up for a shot. Damage times 2 after armor if flanking. I'll go around it and stab it in the back. Nice. Already this party feels a bit different. Poison, offhand. I know who that's going to. Applies a poison to your weapon, it'll be delivered by your next attack. Poison enemies will take true damage at the start of their turns. True damage, unsoakable, I guess. Usable twice per mission as a swift action. Bonus action to poison? Yes, please. The Watchman grows. Well, not bad. Let's secure Arden Land Seal. Getting these places back in hands of the people who'll tend them, that's a real work. Investigate thoroughly, catalog everything. A team to comb through every detail and learn as much as possible. We need to know what we're up against. These golems. These automatons. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Ardenland Seal has proven rewarding. I was mostly just messing with stuff, to be honest. Ardenland Seal will return to the hands of the common folk, and while they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Earthen Shell Talisman. An ancient charm to hang around your waist. That should go to our mystic. Done. Who starts with a spoon? What's with spoons and frying pans? Let's move on. Thankfully, the mountain pass already has a bridge. Getting closer to our destination. Or Mesa of Davusia. Then we build a bridge in the mountain range. Let's go. The Heartbreakers forge on into perilous lands. Mian Ironworks. More golems. Let's go. So I noticed Ul's been gone for a while. Any clues why? Might be we overshot some, or he did. Should we backtrack a bit? This peddler may know. Oh, peddler woman. Who? Excuse us, peddler woman. We're wondering if you've been seeing a fellow pass this way, armored and strong-elbowed. Well, firstly, I'm not selling anything. Could have been any time in the past couple of days. Where are you coming from? Small village near what we used to call Mian Ironworks. It's not... Mian Ironworks, where he was headed, giving it a look. Well, you never saw him. Sorry, no. But listen. Folks have been disappearing back there. I don't know what's gotten into them. But it's not safe. I've packed my things and I'm heading out. Your friend... Well, I hope you find him. The woman and her cart roll along. Wait, she's gathering parts. She is suspicious. Ominous woman. Imagine packing your life up like that. In any case, I guess we'd better pick up the pace. Anything? No, you? No, it's a little village, but I doubt they all packed up and left. From gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hey, that. Come, Great One! Great One, come! Come, Great One! It's a cult. Come, Great One, come! Come, Great One. To be fair, that wouldn't work on me either. Hush up, you! Yeah, hush! Come, Great One, we've brought your gift. Spare us. Ulse. The urgent cries and amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Ulsa's cage is makeshift, but sturdy. This is a sacrifice, isn't it? Shh! No, if we stop it. Should we reason with them? Or rescue Ulz by force? So these people are desperate. Definitely they shouldn't go on sacrificing people. We don't know how many people they've sacrificed, but I guess looking at the background of Stouty Belling, he's a peacemaker. He's a hot-headed peacemaker. He's gonna give it a shot. He's gonna try to find out what these people are all about. Maybe learn more about this cult if it grows any deeper. Good neighbors, landsfolk, listen. There's no need for blood. Trying to get us all killed, stranger? Or just yourself? The opposite. See, that's my friend you've caged up. Threaten my friends, you gamble with your life. Stouty. This is the price of survival. Our own are not exempt. The Great One demands sacrifice, and we have no choice but to oblige. No choice at all. What are you all saying? And what's this great one? You haven't seen it. The Great One. It comes with a host of crankling bone things, monsters. It burns, it eats, or else it rages and kills across the countryside. So we'll kill it. Huh? We'll kill it. Won't we? Guess so. You really mean that? You'll stand in its way? Do battle with a deadly monster? Why? So that no one else has to die here? If we fail, then it gets to eat us anyway, doesn't it? Either way, you're safe. Well, I see no harm in letting you try. Don't expect us to throw our lives in with yours. The village folk shuffle past, up to their homes. Stouty, Dunn, and Torella break Ulse out of his prison. Let's try not to judge them too harshly. Fear makes folks desperate. From within the cave, a blue glow growls. A blue glow grows. And a hungry growl. That is a lot. And we're up against the boss, the Great One. The flames crackling from its back seem to whisper beguiling words. An awful hunger lights its bottomless gaze. Well then. It looks like a pretty crown. It does. I'd love to wear it, but it also looks, look at that. It looks angry. Angy. But also cute for some reason. Well, you got us into this. Done. Well, you got us into this, Stouty. May as well see it to its better conclusion, shall we? What is he? Oh, he's our goofish romantic. Alright. Let's play him as a stoic kind of person with a soft heart. You, Great One. You've been terrorizing these villagers. You'll answer to us now. Armor shattered just like that. Tarula won't be able to reach him, so she's going to come in and apply poison. Keep him distracted, Ulse. I'm going to apply this poison and stab at it. I'm right here. Oh, I hate it when she does that. Stouty will come in and take a shot. Wow, I think that found purchase. That's not so bad now, is it? Now let's see what we can work for us here. Do you know the legend of Pharrell? She was a fan of this. Dunn snaps as a bone lance comes from behind, skewering both of these and killing the Great One. Not so great. What is that? You just happened to open your mouth, Dunn. Come, regroup. They're trying to pick us off one by one. Get down. Blocked. Oh, do I have to do everything myself? What? You were saying, Tarula? Oh man. Bone lance. I can't reach it. What? Okay, this is awkward. Oh, there we go. Oh, he's gonna move. Bone lance. Any targets nearby? I can't even get this guy. Maybe because he can't see him? Let's move. Apparently not. Well, that is awkward. Oh, right. So it's this. There are two things I can bone lance, but let's withdraw from this one. I used up my actions for that. Stand together and block their attacks. Oh, this is not doing well. Ah. That's smart. Everyone, take them down together. Let's see if he can penetrate the armor. Ooh. I'm not sure if this poison will even work on this watchman. Why can't I strike? Ah, diagonals don't work. Well, I guess poison doesn't work on these things. Good hit. Oh, the poison does work on them. Good. Shouldn't have split them up like that. Shit. Is this the end? No. Stay together. Stay calm and stay together. Very well. Let's take him down. Got him. Ow, ouch. That hurts. Ah. You're not gonna get us that easily. What are you doing? No, I'm gonna ban you. BK1409. Just a sec, chat. Alright, banning that. You are banned. Message was deleted. Hopefully it doesn't show up in the stream, yeah? Oop, cancel. Okay, interfuse it on object. Withdraw. It's a bit finicky, really. Let's get rid of the sommelier. Good job. She's dead. No. One eye goes dark, like a candle prematurely snuffed. Tarula fights the sensation that she's swimming, fights to stay on her feet. What? No, that is my bad. Shouldn't have rushed in. Tarula, you fool. Few of us get through life unscathed. No time to give up. She loses an eye. Tarula feels her way back to safety. There's so much she still has to live for, so much ahead of her if she can make it through the day. Just an eye. Not like I needed two of them. Tarula, get back! Ah. We almost got it! No, she lost an eye. This is not great, but story-wise, I like it. And this is gonna hamper abilities. She's a melee attacker, and we're just gonna keep her in. She's gonna be in danger. No, we'll find a way to overcome her weakness. Come on. That watchman is bloody annoying. You pay for that. And you are going to get yourself killed. Thanks to the block, Stouty. Oh, come on then. Down with you. Look at that. Tarula's portrait changed. Shield. That'll definitely go to Uls. Rough start, chat, but we're doing it. The Great One is extinguished, reduced to ash. Its minions are dead or scattered. Uls and the rest make a wary return from the cave in the gully. You're a true friend, Stouty. I want you to know I'm grateful. We stay together. We can move mountains. I believe that. Mountains, huh? Dawn climbs onto the distant hills as the old village spokeswoman sheepishly approaches, trailing a young man with fiery eyes. Let me first thank you, strangers. My name's Grimvin C, and my parents were among the first sacrificed to that thing by this woman and her posse. We all wound up under their thumb. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. It's Blonde Shaggy. Hey, Bloody Mary, welcome back. Yeah, it's a new cast, a new adventure. We started with 3 goofballs. Just so you know who they are, this is Stouty Belling, Dun Walden, and Ulz Northkilt. And they recruited Tarula Singer, who was just injured in the last fight. She lost an eye, but she fought on. And now, we're going to be facing this... What is she? We encountered her on the road. Yeah, she looks like a badass, right? I thought I was gonna lose her, but I had the choice to kill off the enemy but kill off Tarula or fall back. The 3 boys decided to rescue her and keep her out of harm's way for now. So she'll recover. She'll make a recovery, but I don't think that eye's coming back. She lost accuracy with it, so we're gonna see how that impacts her performance. But she's a fighter, and I love her as well because she is a poet. And she will have stories to tell after facing the old one. Not the old one, the great one. And now, Shaggy is telling us that they've been sacrificing villagers to appease the beast. I've seen this trope before. It never ends well. In any case, you've broken their power, and we've wrested our homes back. You and yours will be welcome here for the rest of numbered days, and in our humble village, your names shall never fade. As the morning stretches, Ulz and the others head out, refusing an offer to stay in favor of getting on the road. The people here will be strong, believing in the courage of the Heartbreakers. The lair of the Great One will be overgrown with flowers, and a memorial to the innocents who died there. A story will ring through generations. What did we do to the old woman? She was the one in charge of that cult, but she thought she was doing what was necessary. If she didn't sacrifice those people, the whole village would have been wiped off the map. Maybe relocate the villagers, but is that so easy? To just pack up your whole livelihood and move, especially in this era of chaos. What happened to the old woman? Earned 3 legacy points though. We're gonna try and save this so we can promote other people. And more people join the fray. Tarula is recovering. She's maimed. When a hero is maimed, they travel to the nearest safe town to rest until they're ready to fight again. Heroes can be maimed once per chapter. If they fall in battle a second time, they will die. Got it. But she's gonna be staying in Me and Ironworks. Did they really root out the cultists? Or are they going to sacrifice her? Or is that done? We destroy the old one. No more need for sacrifice. But all those innocents who were sacrificed. I feel like Tarula's gonna write a poem about this. First day on the job, huh, Tarula? Well, you get some rest and we'll scout on ahead. Oh, move on ahead. I got some poems to write anyway. I'm gonna ask these people about what happened here. Get the true story of things. Very well then. Rest well, Tarula. We're gonna work at constructing a pass to Stilivy. This could mean a lot of folks that probably want to help. Be done before any of us can blink, I'm sure. Let's get started. It's gonna be slow working, but Tarula recovering. Nice. Tarula Singer, ready for action. But she returned to Hiddendale. Oh, I guess that's a nearest safe spot, right? So Tarula, having had 2 months to get used to the eye patch, a few poems under her belt, forges on ahead to reunite with her friends. But the enemies grow in power. Let's finish this up, and maybe secure the area before venturing forth. In places of strife, ghosts may linger. We have the time, let's investigate thoroughly. We still don't know what's going on. Just a question, has chat been appearing on top of me? I'm not sure if this chat box is working. Or has it been working? I don't know. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Me and Ironworks has proven rewarding. Time for pie! Knee pad of divinity. Oh no. Kitty. Let's give this to North Kilt. Ul's North Kilt. We've had reports of Morthagi activity near Stilivy Forge. Time to investigate. Parties together. How's your eye, Tarula? Well, needed just one anyway. Brave Mirror Mesa has been revealed. Oh, we still have to clear all hostiles. Very well. Scouting the style. It's unreachable, so we'll have to build a bridge this time. Drowven are infesting this tile, so they're called Drowven. But it's unreachable. This place is really... No wonder it's called Hiddendale. Well, I guess we have to start building. I don't know. There's a reason the mountains grew up where they did. Some things were meant to stay apart, or stay buried. But we need to find out what's going on. Oops. Passageway opens. It's pretty... Ooh. Let's see how far we can go, chat. Let's take on all of these. The Drowven. Oh, these are new. The Drowven. We've never encountered them before. The Deepists and the Gorgons. Ugh. Let's save up those legacy points. Hammerwild. Anura Gasworks. Almost to Anura Gasworks, aren't we? Let me check my eyeball. Really? In front of Tarula? My eyeball says if you climb that rock hill, it'll be able to tell us more. That was steeper than it needed to be. Quite a view, though. I'll say that. Atop the highest hill. Ooh, something's... Done. This isn't safe. Oh, eyeball, you've done it again. I just hate when he talks about his eyeball. Come on, Dunn, leave it alone. We don't know who it's been. Let's head down. Let's hatch it. Or call it breakfast. This is a bad option. I'm going with it. Done. It's fine. I'll just be 2 seconds. Now, how should I guess this old flour sack. Done. It's here. It's about to be. Woof. Whoom. Crow. Done, you bloody idiot. Hurry up. Faster. In the bag, little buddy. Duck. Thwack. Kersplat. Oh. Now nobody gets the egg. My egg! He's shattered! It could be a skull next! Let's get out of here! They manage to scramble down safely the rest of the way. That night, they hear a shrill, distant keening that rises from the hills, mournful and unbreaking. The stars throb. Something covers them for an instant, and they reappear. The fire pecks pine cones and scatters sparks. You learned from this, Dun. You made a mommy eagle cry. Makes sense. -20 to goofball. Now he is compassionate. He used to be a goofball. Well, he's still a goofball. Maybe he'll learn from this and be less careless. Dunn starts combat with half health. Holy crap. That eagle smashed in his skull. Serves him right. But now we're up against these. We've never faced these before. They look quite terrifying. Turning its nose to the earth and sky, it hunts, it seeks, it bellows like a thundercloud. Carefully and quietly, it looks for an opening and places its next shot. This is bad. You're still injured, Dunn. I'll take point. These foes are unwelcoming. Right, we'll lie in ambush. As Tarula walks by Dunn, she glares at him. He owes one Dunn. Alright. I shouldn't have dropped the egg. No, you shouldn't have taken the egg in the first place. Let me prepare for the arrival, shall we? Ouch. Ooh, that's not good. Now. Taking the shot. And I'm right behind him. Get in cover. What else can he interfuse with? We need to get rid of that dart. So we have a cart for Splinter Blast. Might help us down the road. It's not gonna reach him though. Are you really going to blow up Tarula's cover? Damn it, that hurt. Tarula can't get downed again. She's going to die. This is proving to be a bit more difficult. Oh, God. Can I swap weapon? Take the shot. Right, move in. Shit. Whoop. I accidentally clicked that. Uh-oh. Ow, he buffed him. Holy crap. Whoa. Oh, because we hurt the bird. Remove the Draven bird from yourself or an adjacent ally. It's because we pissed off the bird, everyone. Do not steal the egg. Oh, God. That is bad. This is not good. Ooh. Not good at all. You better think of something now. I can't last for long. Splinter Blast. Come on. I can't even reach it. Oh, that cover is saving us. God damn it. Okay, Splinter Blast with this then. Select the focus. This is so finicky. Trying to Splinter Blast here. There we go. Get the two of these. Ulz needs to fall back. Or he's going to die. Not good. This is tougher than the last adventure. Ulz sees darkness approaching like a wave. When suddenly... Oh, this makes sense. Stouty saved him last time. -2 health this campaign. Ulz dies. When suddenly, Stouty falls back. No! Stouty takes the blow meant for Ulz. What? Oh, you... I'll be fine. No time for chatting, though. Oh my god, this hurts. This is so bad, chat. We're not ready for this. Oh my god. Ah, you bastard! Tarula. Badass. We need to blind the enemies here. We can't overload an enemy's brain with knowledge, dealing damage and stunning them. Yes. Wait, why can't I use this? Oh, you're out of freaking range. Well, I should learn to think before clicking. Swap weapon? Shoot. Hot aim with one eye. Oh no. The bird. Shoe bird. This is bad. Come on. I can't. I have to shoot the bird. It took an action. I have to strike it. I can't even reach it. So I'm going to interfuse with an object here. Applying 2 hubble and crushing it of life. Come on. Constrict them. I can do another action. Wow. This is harder. Sash of Attunement. Comfortable sash of wrapped and layered fabrics. Potency to done, I guess. Stouty! Stouty! So right, Tarula. I'm still here. We're supposed to have more time. First the trials, then the happy ending. I thought I'd have plenty of time to tell you. Tarula, what are you saying? What? I'm saying you're my happy ending. And I almost lost a chance to tell you. That escalated quickly. Did she have time to think about this during her time in bed, recuperating? Oh no. Oh, let's do a chat. These people have almost died. Both of them. They took blows and man, they're still alive. Tarula, I love you too. Stouty and Tarula have fallen in love. It just took 2 near-death experiences to get them to that point. Right, let's secure it. We need to investigate thoroughly, as usual. Gives time for Stouty to recover. A warning of incursions, though. And it's starting from Stillaby. This is what happens when you don't... Oh, man. 4 stars? We have to finish this. Right. Site safe and knowledge gained. So we secure the site, and this will provide us these things at the end of each chapter. We also found a crow feather necklace. More warding. I think Stouty should have this. He just took the blow. Now that's secured. Maybe we can try and stop this incursion before it gets out of hand. But we still have this to secure. Uls needs to heal. Can they intercept it? Should we? This is risky. But I think we have to try. We have to try. They don't seem to know we're here. Let's make a plan. Ults with this, I blow this horn, we charge. Tarula would rather create a distraction to split their forces and draw them out. Dunn would start a fire and exploit the confusion. Tarula would wait for nightfall and strike swiftly. They didn't expect this coming, but Tarula is gonna. Chances are low, but this makes sense. They're outnumbered, and Tarula will try to use her wits, draw them out, and split them up. But she fails. Yak, they saw me! Help! Dunn, Uls, and Tarula gain temporary block penalty. This is so bad. +3 foe cards on turn 3. Ah, oh no! Not good. Guardian. Apply poison. Well, let's try our best. Which one is a ranged attacker again? I keep forgetting. So this one has Chomp. This one has Crossbow. So this one's a ranged attacker. We need to stop him from getting in. But this one has... I think we need to pin this one down so he doesn't get near us. This is bad. Is he going to survive? I don't think so. Well, no way but forward. Should Uls fall here, then that is his legacy. %57%. This accuracy is god awful. That eye is not doing her. Damn. I accidentally clicked. I have to link up. Oof. Oh no. We gotta get out of there. Oh no. This isn't looking good. This could be the end of the Heartbreakers immediately. I can't see. Shit, it's forcing us to split up. Because they're gonna have to move through the fire. Unless we extinguish the fire. We're in a really bad position here, chat. Tarula's just gonna bite it from this crossbow. She needs to get out of there. Extinguish will take an action. Maybe Uls? No. We need to take the shot. 21%? This isn't good. Swap weapon. Apply poison. She's gonna go out in a blaze of glory. Maybe they could link up. They have to stay stacked. We can interfuse with this tree. And get rid of this one. Now we have to kill this watchman. Put him into the fire. Nice. Ulz is gonna have to move. But he's gonna take damage. So he's on his own right now. But he took down one of them. Oh, this is bad. Oh. Tarula's gonna go down. And they just admitted their love for each other. This is it. Oh, wow. These things are... They're tough. They're really tough. Can I still step here? No, move out of the way. Okay, gotta do this carefully. Don't misclick. I can get both of them, but I have to move away. But I'm going to get hurt. No, I can get one of these guys. I can get the weldling. Welding. Oh, but he's stuck in the fire. Oh, I should have moved first. Sure, he'll extinguish the fire then. Oh, damn it. They'll make a heroic last stand. The blow knocks Ulz back on his heels. Pain doesn't come immediately, but the wet stuff dripping down his face is probably blood. He's never taken a hit like this, at least not that he can remember. Time's running out. Time's running out. But my death will have purpose. Ulz dies and deals 12 damage. He raises his axe and hurls himself at his foe. He lives his life chasing his own ideal. He'll die as a dashing hero that others will aspire to be. We have to fall back! Dunless has 2 health remainder of this game. Tarula, get out of here! But Ulz! We lost Ulz! How do I escape? Have to retreat. We lost one. I'm sorry. Ulz Northkilt fell in battle at Brave Mirror Mesa. I'm sorry to see you go, friend. What is best? We should construct a tomb to commemorate his story. Let's bury him quietly near his family? No. We should construct a tomb to commemorate his story. Wolves deserves to be remembered. Lost one. We need to regroup. Recuperate. Prepare defense. This is where I'd meet them if I had my choice. During an enemy incursion, each tier of defense will slow down the enemy and reduce their incursion size by 1. Defenses will also grant buffs during a defense mission. Tier 3 defenses. Do we have time for that? Only Tarula will be able to do this. 245 days remaining. Oh no. Well. We need to recruit someone. Hidden Dale's a new recruit. But Tarula's already dealing with the defenses. You know, when Dunn recovers, he'll have to look for new help. Let's continue on. Stouty Belling has returned to action. Alright, Stouty, let's recruit. We have Thorla. Again with the dice roll. Roll twice. Another goofish romantic Lynn. Fate has decided he would join us. You're back. I saw you leave a while ago. I did. But it occurs to me that we'll need more help if we're going to have any kind of impact on the Morthagi. And Hiddendale is right here, so... Are you interested? I have to confess, I was crestfallen when you all marched off. The start of a once-in-a-lifetime tale had dropped itself in front of me, and then slipped away just as quickly. Oh, I didn't realize. Could have said something. But now the opportunity returns. Call to answer. So you're in. Wholeheartedly. What sorts of skills do you need the most? We lost Ulse. We need a wire. They've arrived at me and Ironworks. We don't have time to fortify defenses. We have to stop the incursion. Dunwalden has returned to action just in time. We need to gather. But he's preparing, yeah? Tarula's still building. Dunn can go on and help build defenses. Ooh, here they come. We're only able to build one. Will we be able to do this, chat? After we get the recruit? Alright. Fires, no thanks. Untouchable. When Lin gets a skill kill, the next attack against him within 1 turn will miss. Untouchable. Think you could use that. We need to gather the party. Will we be able to... We need to cancel this. For now. We're caught on the back foot here. Defenses withstood. And so our heroes will make a stand at Ardenland's seal. But that is all the time we have for today. We lost Uls, who sacrificed himself to buy time for the others to escape. He will be remembered. But now the incursion nearing our home of Hidden Dale. Will the Heartbreakers find the resolve within them to withstand the assault? Will they find out the true reason behind the attack of these golems? The Morthagi. We'll have to find out next session. But thanks to everyone for tuning in. This has been Tabletop Cinema's first playthrough of Wildermyth. We'll be doing this every Tuesday. Thankfully, we're able to conclude our campaign from last week. And it's been quite an adventure. It is short but sweet. We got to know some of the player characters, but now we're in the second campaign with a new cast. We lost one, but we've had some moments together already. So I'm excited to see how this goes. So far, we've been caught in the back foot, playing defensively. These things pack a punch. And I believe Dunn is feeling guilty right now for Ulz's death. Because in recklessly trying to get that egg for breakfast, he put the party at risk. And I think that really injured Ulz, which carried on into the next fight. So this weighs heavily on Dunn's conscience, which is why he's grown more or less of a goofball. He got minus 20 rating to his goofball. But none of that will matter if they all fall in Ardenland's seal. But we've been able to build one tier of defenses, and this will be the deciding factor in this battle against the Morthagi. So, once again, thanks for everyone for tuning in. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and following our posts on Twitter and Instagram. I'm putting up these VODs on YouTube as well, and if you want to continue these discussions or talk about the fate of these heroes or anything tabletop RPG, video game, or film related, anything under the sun, come on over to our Discord. All the links are below in the About section and Twitch. So with that, welcome to the table, everyone. It's great to have you. Have a great day.